I'm Andy Pilgrim with Automobile. Welcome to another edition of Pro Racers Take. Today at the NCM Motorsports Park, we have a 2020 Mazda 3. Not what you normally think of as one of the hot hatches, but I'm very much looking forward to taking this one on track right now. All right, we're going to do the flyer in the Mazda 3. I'm excited to see how this will do based on some of the lower horsepower cars that we've had. 120 miles an hour is sort of the limit for some of them on this sort of half mile and a bit straightaway. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it'll do. Good aero on this car, I think. It's pulling up. Sure, ripped it into fifth gear there. Oh yeah, it's going to do 120 plus. 124 miles an hour. All right, very good. Let's get to the quarter mile. A little bit too much wheel spin, I think, Mr. Pilgrim, off the line there. 7.3 seconds. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see on the quarter. Around 15, I'm thinking. 15.4 seconds for the quarter mile. All right, let's go do a hot lap. Okay, here we go. I'm looking for somewhere around the 2-minute 40-second range, I think, for this one. All right, turns in. That's a solid speed, 74 miles an hour into turn 1. Good. Going to be fighting understeer here. The Toyo Proxys A40 is going to be hanging on. They're going to be complaining. They're not a super performance tire by any means, but having fun here. And the whole thing is, don't get too much understeer. Try to maintain your momentum through the apex. And it's actually, I had a fun time in this car. Sunset is happening is why the shadows and everything else. Actually beautiful light. It was a bit late in the day, but wanted to have fun. Got it in there. All right, 80s, mid 80s through here. Excellent. That's really good. Just got to get it woed down and turned in. Get to that apex. The suspension's super compliant, so I can hit some of the curbs quite well. As long as I can get it turned in, I can maintain some good momentum. Turn 7 there. Blinded into turn 8. Yeah, a little bit of understeer and slide out there, but managed to carry some good speed. 85 mile an hour down to turn 10 is very good. Again, patience, patience, patience. Get it slowed in and, Mazda MX-5 Cup line there on the outside of the curb. Again, carried this curb, maintained 70 miles an hour on the exit of that corner is good, and over 85 miles an hour down the exit of 13 is great. Now here we're going to probably see as much speed as we do on the straightaway. Excellent. Turn through, got it turned in, yep. It's good speed. And in a car like this, you are working on the edge of the tire all the time to maintain momentum. And I have to say something about the gearbox. I had a fun time with this gearbox. It's awesome. For this, it was great. Solid, precise. I had no issues with it. And the engine torque is actually surprisingly good. So I didn't have to do a huge amount of shifting in certain areas of the track because the car just pulled itself out of there. Lining up for 22 to 23. All of that really starts on the exit of 20. Carried some good speed out of there, and we're looking at the time. 2 minutes 38.63. Under 2 minutes 40 is great. I want to say especially thanks to Mazda. Knowing what we do here at Pro Racers Take, they sent us this car and I had a bunch of fun doing the lap, but let's be honest, it's not the Mazda 3's main function in life. Okay, let's go back to the garage. Under the hood of the Mazda 3 is a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder engine. It kicks out 186 horsepower and 186 pounds-feet of torque. The version we have is not the all-wheel drive version. This one is the front-wheel drive version, and because of that, we were able to get a stick shift. This particular Mazda 3 does come with the premium package. What does that mean? The 18-inch wheels have the black finish on them. Also, there's disc brakes all around on this vehicle, and the tires are the Toyo Proxys A40s. They're 215/45 by 18s, and they're like an all-season tire. I want to talk about the design of this car, and then I'll talk a little bit about practicality. But on the design side, I love hatchbacks. Absolutely love hatchbacks. There is a sedan version of this, but this is the hatchback version. From the front with the grille, that black grille is superb. This polymetal gray metallic paint color is super, along with the accents in black and the LED lights. I think that just the whole thing is a fantastic package. And focusing a little bit now on the practical side, definitely a lot of practicality with a hatchback. Here we go. This is a 60-40 split in the back. It's about 20 cubic feet in here. Plenty of room if you've got 4 or 5 people in the car. And if you want to knock these forward, you basically push the button on the side, and it's the same on the other side. And you've got about 47 cubic feet. Tons of room in this thing. Loads of practicality. Full disclosure on this, guys, the Mazda 3 is one of our 2020 All-Stars, and with good reason. I think most of the people that judged the car, me included, was on the interior. When you're in this car and driving it, it's completely quiet. You have Mazda steering, which is well known for being excellent steering, great steering feel. But the interior, the luxury, the soft touches, the leather seats on this premium package, and just everything about the interior and the quiet ride just seems to make this car hit way above its level in value. And just pointing to a couple of the details, the infotainment system, it's an 8.8-inch screen, and you've got the controller here, but it's fairly simple. I like simple, I don't like distracting. Touch screens are quite distracting, especially when you're driving. And the steering wheel feels really good. It is leather wrapped, simple, not too many controls on it. The gear shift, it's not the MX-5 gearbox for sure, but it feels nice and it's simple to use and easy to use, and no problem with finding your shifts. Excellent gates for this one. And the seats are excellent. Not only are they leather and they're all heated, they held me in brilliantly on track. We've already talked about the practicality and the amount of things you can get in the back of this vehicle, but in the front there's a ton of storage too. The doors have storage. You've got the center console, which is like a bathtub in there, and then you've got more here and a solid glove box. I mean, literally speaking, you could probably live in this thing. Okay, let's go find some curbs and have some fun with the Mazda 3. This is my second time around with the 2020 Mazda 3. The first time was at the Automobile All-Stars event last December, and I can certainly see again why this car got into the hearts of so many journalists and was a winner at the All-Stars last year. And this car continues to impress. Class-leading luxury on the inside, quiet ride, amazingly quiet ride actually. Gearbox, loved using that manual gearbox, excellent, and the steering, it's superb. This car was an absolute riot on track. I'll tell you what, all around, the Mazda 3 is just great value for money.